Hey guys, today we're talking, doing a little review on solving linear equations. Okay, so remember, an equation is a statement that two expressions are equal. So a linear equation is an equation where the largest power of the independent variable, which is usually x, is the first power. So for example, y equals 2x plus 1. X is the independent variable. It's to the first power here. That's the biggest power. That's a line right there. So, and of course, you should recognize that as y equals mx plus b, since slope-intercept form. Two equations are equivalent if they always have the same solution. So 2x plus 3 equals 7 is equivalent to 2x equals 4, because both of these have a solution of x equals 2. 2 times 2 plus 3 would be 7. 2 times 2 would be 4. Okay, transformations that produce equivalent equations. So if I add the same number to both sides of an equation, I get another equation that's equivalent to the previous one. Okay, you already know this. It's keeping the two sides of an equation in balance. Okay, subtracting the same number from both sides of an equation, multiplying both sides by the same non-zero number. So remember, if you multiply by 0, all bets are off, because that just makes everything 0. But any other number, you multiply both sides by the same number and you get equivalent equations. Same thing as you divide them. It's got to be a non-zero number and you're good to go. I can simplify one or both sides of an equation. So, if I've got, let's say I had 2x here plus 3, and I also had another plus 4x over here, I could make the 4x plus 2x, I could make that 6x, and that does not change the equation. And interchange the two sides, which basically means I can flip these two sides like this. That doesn't change an equation either. I do that a lot because I always prefer to have my variables on the left side. It bothers me for some reason if they're on the right, so I'll just switch the equations a lot of times. Okay, solve the equation 2/5 x plus 7 equals 13. So let's just rewrite this a little bit bigger. Okay, so remember, the first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of this 7 right here. So we're going to subtract the 7, which means we got to do that to both sides. Okay, so 2/5 x equals 6. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. That's going to cancel that out, leave me with 2x equals 30. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 2. And I get x equals 15. And of course, you're always going to want to show your work. You don't want to show all your steps. Obviously, on a test or an assignment, if you just write x equals 15, I don't care how obvious it is, you don't show your work, you get 0 credit. Okay, what about this one here? So we've got 8x plus 15 equals negative 4x plus 51. Okay, so I'm going to move my 4x over here. I like to keep things positive. So we'll add 4x to both sides. That makes this go away. It gives me 12x right here plus 15 is equal to 51. And now I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. So I get 12x is equal to 36. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 12. And I get x equals 3. This should be really easy for you. I've already done lots tougher than this. Okay. 15 times 1 minus x equals negative 3 times negative x minus 2. All right, so of course the first thing we're going to do is distribute the 15 on this side. That gives me 15 minus 15x equals, I'm going to distribute my negative 3 on this side. That gives me positive 3x plus 6 over here. Okay, so like I said earlier, I like to keep things positive, so I'm going to move my 15x over here. 15 is going to equal 18x plus 6. Okay. And now I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So I get 9 is equal to 18x. Now this is an example where I could just switch the two sides. That's the same equation. Okay, and then I can divide both sides by 18. And I'm going to get x equals 1/2. Okay, piece of cake. All right, I'm going to have you pause the video, do this one on your own, then jump back on here. So this is 1/3 times 14x plus 9 equals 11 minus 5 times x minus 3. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, work this one out, and then jump back on and see how you did. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute this in here. It gives me 14/3 x plus 3 equals 11. I'm going to distribute the negative 5 in here, so I'm going to get minus 5x plus 15. Okay, so let's simplify this a little bit. I can combine my 11 and 15. That's going to give me negative 5x plus 26. Okay. Now, here's a chance to simplify your life. I don't like this 14/3. Easy to make a mistake. Let's just multiply this entire equation by 3. Gets rid of the fraction here, so that's 14x here. Plus 9 is going to be equal to negative 15x. Plus, let's see, what is that? 1878. Okay. Same equation, equivalent equation, no fractions. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 15x here to both sides. So I'm going to get 29x plus 9 is going to equal 78. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 9 from both sides. So 29x equals, what is that, 69? And then I'm going to go ahead and divide by 29. And so x is going to be 69/29. All right, let me just double check that because that's a really nasty answer right there. So 14/3 x plus 3 equals 11 minus 5x plus 15. That's right. I can combine that. That's 26. Multiply by 3. 14x plus 9 equals negative 15x. 78. Yep. 29. That must be right. Okay. So there you go. And there's our assignment. So have fun with that. I will see you guys later. Have a great day.